What's up?
What's up, Awkward?
Awkward.
Been a while.
We are here. It's been a while, yes.
Been a while.
And what we've done today is we did a review. We're doing a review of a windshield for a Honda Pioneer 1005. Now, there's a few things that we decided that we needed with a windshield. Of course, the UTV is all new to us. We just put the roof on. We did all that stuff. And we drove it when it was really cold. And we decided that, man, we need to have a windshield. So we started doing a whole bunch of reviews, reading, trying to figure out what might be
a good website to use.
A good windshield to buy. Pros and cons versus acrylic versus glass, solid versus vented, all that kind of stuff. And we kind of landed on one. The first thing we heard and we read and we learned about was when you put a windshield on a UTV, if it doesn't have a vent and it's nice and solid, then what'll happen is the air is going to hit this solid surface and it's going to come around here and it's going to curl around and the dust is going to circulate into the passenger cabin.
That's science.
That is science, actually. Good job. So if you look at the acrylic windshields, you'll see they're like this far on the bottom and then they open up. So you can open them when you want and the vent can go through. That's all great, but acrylic in my mind equals scratching. And I didn't want a scratched up windshield after, out and about in the trails and plowing and all that fun stuff. I said I really got to have a glass windshield. So there's lots of solid glass windshields out there. Honda makes one. There's a bunch of them out there. And I said I need to have one with a vent. Because if you open the vent and air comes through, it blows the dust right through the cabin. And it keeps the cabin clean and free of dust. So you don't have a dust accumulation in there. So that's a big deal. Also, when you're out plowing, I think it might be important. I don't know this because I haven't owned a UTV long enough. But I think it might be important to have a windshield wiper. And I think if you had a windshield wiper on an acrylic windshield, again, you would get the scratches. So anyway, some of this is guessing. Some of this is common sense. Some of this is reading reviews and talking, looking at forums and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, we settled on one, and the last and final thing that was the nail in the coffin for me was that, number one, I'm going to take this off. Oh,
careful, bro.
I'm going to be careful. Number one, or number four. Hey now.
Whoa.
We got you. We got you. I got you. Don't worry, camera. Don't worry, audience. Bro, you need to grab that cord, so if this unplugs, we're in total trouble. Okay.
Good?
Yeah, we're good. Keep a hold of that one. Yeah, we go. There we go. Most important thing about this windshield, for me, what? Made in the USA. Now that, I'm guessing water jet cut, perhaps. Super nice. Made in the USA. This windshield comes from Utah. Utah. Area code 801. UTV 801 is the name of the company. Right there. UTV 801. They make windshields for Honda Pioneers, Honda Talons, a couple other brands. Go check them out. Use the coupon code in the description because if you do, you will get
$10 off.
I don't know. You'll get some money off. Yeah. Perhaps there'll be some sort of special deal. We bought everything. We did not get any free gifts. Even the hats we purchased. So there you go. What's awesome about this, and I didn't say this earlier, is this is made to fit with the Honda windshield. And there's the wiper demonstration. Good job, Dakota. And here is the vent demonstration.
Awesome vent.
Look at this. Okay, just a quick little. All right, now we've taken this down the road and we've done some video. Problem is, it's loud. So we decided we'd come back here and do this static right in the yard. Just to kind of.
Honestly, what are your thoughts on it so far after that little short ride we did?
Let me tell you something. And you can back this up. When we first took this for a ride, it was pretty cold, okay? Because we had to go to Ohio because, you know, these UTVs are not easy to find right now. Everybody's got their Biden bucks, their COVID cash. So they're sold out pretty much everywhere. So we went to Ohio, picked this thing up, drove it home. We got home at, I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it was still chilly, and we said, we're gonna go for a ride.
Wow.
And it was cold.
It was so cold, my face felt like it had an ice ball to the face.
Ice ball to the face.
Ice ball, boy.
And my eyes were watering, and
even with glasses on.
I would just tell you that it's pretty unpleasant for the most part.
This, when we went for a little quick ride, this was a game changer right here. This right here, that windshield, like didn't even, it like only hit the sides of my face. Like it didn't even go dead on to the face. It was good. Really, really good.
Yeah, so, you know, say what you want, buy what you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, I just reviewed this thing, UTV 801. Looks like a 1/4 inch, or I'm sorry, an 1/8 inch metal. It's bent. It's got nice rubber around the edges. There's no sharp edges. It's got a nice weather stripping on the bottom. There are piano hinges for those vents. It seems really rugged. It's put together well. It installed okay. I'll be honest with you, it's a little bit of a challenge getting the top of the clamps on with the Honda roof already on. And we had to loosen up the roof, push it up, and really kind of wedge it in there. And when we did that, we found that you know, there's on the outside of the windshield, it takes a Phillips head, and the inside it takes a 7/16. And there's 2 tools you really need. You need a 7/16 deep well socket for the inside, and what we did is we took a vice grip with a you know, Phillips bit and put it in there. That way we could get a nice 90, because you can't really get up in there with your hand or even with a stubby screwdriver, right? It was a challenge. I was kind of swearing and things. I said some bad words.
Rage video coming soon. I'm just kidding.
And I won't post those. But anyway, that and probably just a regular Phillips head made this pretty easy. Well, I'll show you some B-roll of how I got it up on there, because there are some, I'm assuming, some installation hooks. There's like 90-degree brackets where you kind of lift it up in there and you push the brackets up over the bar, and then you hold it from the inside, and then it just goes together pretty quickly. So yeah, anyway, UTV 801. I'm not sure about any other glass vented windshields on the market. I know about this one. I know this is American made. I know that the vents work. I know that when you close the vents, you don't get all the wind in your face while you're riding your TV. I know that it's glass, it's not going to scratch. I know it takes windshield wipers, which are great. I know there's electric you can get in there. There's a secondary windshield wiper. There's a receiver, it looks like, for that in there. It clamps, it's tight, and it works with the Honda windshield. So UTV 801, thank you very much. Love the hats. Super excited. Check in the description. You will get a coupon code. You will save some money. And by the way, if you buy a windshield, we'll get paid. You'll get paid. Awkward gets paid. Everybody's happy. It's cool. And they're made in the USA, folks.
USA.
For real. Awkward out.
Mic drop.